you covered this one on your I am second testimony, but Christ died for his enemies.
That was wild. We had this so I was out patrolling in sector. We were doing some psyops. I had civil affairs guys with me, and we were just interviewing local leaders and talking to them. And all of a sudden we hear this massive eruption not far off. I get on the radio and find out, hey, there's a car bomb. And I wasn't really sure what that meant. Would that mean the car bomb hit somebody? I'm like, oh no, are there any casualties? Like, no. But anyway, I eventually get to where the car is, and the car had the driver of this car had bombs in the front of his vehicle. And somehow, and this is what's so bizarre, as the guy was driving across the median to ram into one of our tanks, he's got 6 artillery shells under the hood. I don't know if he knocked himself out, but he only made it halfway, or maybe hit a bump and hit himself. I don't know. Somehow he passed out. 2 bombs rolled out. The tank that was next to the car shot the bombs, and they exploded, which was what the noise that I heard. And so I show up and I'm like, what is going on? And I remember pulling my gun tube. I'm like looking right at the guy, and I could like see him breathing, and I'm like, oh, this guy's alive. And there was this like, maybe we should try and get him out of the car. And at that point, EOD, which is like the bomb squad, shows up, and they put some C4, put some C4 on the steering wheel. And he's like right by the steering wheel, which I thought was sort of an interesting technique. Anyway, he's right by this, and they're like, it'll be fine. And so they blow the initiator, but somehow through blowing the initiator, a car fire starts in the, I don't know how, like, it's like how, like, he didn't get hurt, but when the car blew, or when that C4 blew up, it blew up maybe I don't know how it hit. Anyway, somehow it got the gas tank on fire. Well, the car starts burning from the rear of the car to the front of the car. Mm-hmm. It's sitting there going, oh my gosh. Like, I was thinking, okay, I could probably pull this guy out and get more intel out of him. And I'm like talking to my commander. I'm like, sir, I can probably go and get this guy out. He's like, no, you stay in that tank. That guy could have been watching TV. He's like, that guy could have been watching TV today. And I was like, I don't know. I probably could save his life. And I was just really wrestling with it. And then the thought that came to my head is like, that guy's the enemy. And really, from every standpoint, deserves to die. And I was like, but Jesus would save me. And I watch him, and eventually I watch the car blow up, and it explodes. I mean, boom. And I jump off the tank after it explodes. I run up to where the body is, and I'm watching blood just fill up the sand. And that's where watching the blood, I'm like, oh, Jesus died for his enemies.